All right, good Sunday to you. Thanks, everybody, so much for the feedback on the inaugural UFC ABC broadcast last night. Really enjoyed sharing the booth with Daniel Cormier and Dan Hardy. You like my Daniel Cormier t-shirt, by the way? John Jones' t-shirt wasn't clean, so just kidding, champ. What a night. What a night. You know, a lot of people took issue with my assertion that that was the greatest individual performance that I had ever seen sitting Octagon side. Perhaps some recency bias there, but again, I'm talking about fights that I have seen Octagon side. So I was not Octagon side for Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo, nor was I Octagon side for his win over Eddie Alvarez, but both of those wins and performances are certainly in the conversation. Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa, and countless others, right? Jorge Masvidal against Ben Askren. The previous fight that I held in this regard was Colby Covington against Robbie Lawler. When Dominic Cruz and I walked out of the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, excuse me, I think it was August of 2019, after that performance by Colby in which he threw almost 550 strike attempts and probably attempted 20 or 25 takedowns, I had never seen that type of offensive output over 25 minutes in my life. And we've often heard Colby talk about the fact that he feels like he was born with a third lung, right? Even playing soccer as a kid, he was just running circles around people. And for me, as a man who, you know, tries to keep himself in shape, I couldn't believe that Colby could produce that type of output over 25 minutes. And that brings me to last night. And Max Holloway setting all sorts of records, attempting almost 750 strikes over 25 minutes. And I think sometimes when you have a fight that goes long, it can result in a historically great performance, right? Because you have 25 minutes of film or fight with which to work. But I have never been more blown away by an individual performance sitting Octagon side than I was last night. I was fucking shaking in the back after the fight, as were many of my UFC colleagues. Gavin back there was just in awe of what he had just seen. And I did a hit with Max on Quick Hits on Facebook or wherever else that is repurposed. And I was still shaking, not because I was nervous to talk to Max. I had just interviewed him in the goddamn Octagon. But that performance is one that is going to withstand the test of time. I don't believe it was a fight of the year, obviously. I wish I could take that back. We're on the air for 7 hours. So going to be plenty of things you'd like to take back. But in that moment, Calvin Kattar was providing two-way action, and I thought we were maybe building towards something special that wasn't so one-sided. But Max Holloway is the greatest featherweight in UFC history, right? A lot of Jose Aldo's defenses did come in the WEC, but when you look at the totality, the body of work, the two head-to-head wins over the King of Rio de Janeiro for Max Holloway, this is the greatest featherweight of all time. And of course, the guy who can supplant him right now is Alexander Volkanovski, who has the two head-to-head wins over Max. But featherweight is very exciting right now, and it was just great to be a part of that live event, and so thankful to have fans back in the building. As many of you know, we got to turn the page pretty quickly, so I am literally going to stop recording this, start my UFC 257 fighter cards for Poirier v. McGregor 2. We'll be taping the Anik and Florian podcast later today, and feel free to drop any comments if you have thoughts as to the greatest singular individual performance in UFC history. But for me, the best is blessed. We'll see you Saturday night.
How are you, man?
Hey, get the fight.